you let one ant stand up to us, then they all might stand up. Those puny little ants outnumber us 100 to 1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes our way of life. It's not about food. It's about keeping those ants in line. That's why we're going back. Does anybody else want to stay? Let's ride!
Oh, hello, everybody. It's so good to have you here tonight in Westchester, New York. The best Chester is Westchester. And it's November 20th. We are just cruising on through. But then again, there is no stopping this train. Once you get past Halloween, it is essentially all over. Just trying to hold on to dear life and have some really meaningful fun moments along the way. I'm going to have a lot of fun moments tonight as we've got Chrissie Mayr back in the studio. Chrissie, how you feeling?
Woo! Oh my gosh, it's so great to be back, Frank.
The last time you were
here. I agree.
here.
This is the best Chester.
Yeah. And there's a lot of Chesters around the country once you get out there a little bit.
There's well, I'm sure I'll think of them.
You know what it is? There's just tons of Chesters.
Right. Chester the molester.
It's all there.
Well, that is really just him.
You know what's crazy? Last time that you were here, it was with Leonardo.
Oh my gosh! How? Yeah. Did your channel survive after that?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I you know what? I said to hell with it. I'm leaving the channel. Not only that, but since you guys were up, I mean, that episode is still on YouTube, and I just let it rock and whatever.
Leonardo is such a breath of fresh air. Like, agree with her or disagree with her, she comes with ideas and energy, and she's not saying the same things a lot of people are saying. So, and she's funny and just refreshing.
She's fearless, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
I know she's in the area for Thanksgiving because she had mentioned that she was going to be around here. And Thanksgiving week, I mean, I'm booked up, and I wanted to see if there's any way she was going to be around for like Christmas or New Year or whatever. The next time she's rolling through, she has some time. I definitely want you guys to get in here together again.
I'll hit her up again. I didn't know she was going to be here for the holiday, but that makes sense because she is like, I think she has family sort of in the area. Well,
the Albanians, they at least when I was in high school, they used to run big parts of Yonkers. So, the New York area, and of course, every northern Italian restaurant around here are Albanians.
Albanians are big partiers. I'm told. Like Frank used to do one of his comedy rooms in an Albanian restaurant in White Plains, Z Prime.
I don't even know that one.
Oh, it was a great room. It was awesome, and those are the first Albanians I ever met. But they loved, they're flashy, they're fun, they drink, they love a party.
Yeah. Fiercely loyal.
Yeah, that's a great quality. They're like Italians, but just a little more jacked up, like clicked up a few notches.
Right. And with square-shaped heads.
I didn't want to bring that up. You know, I didn't know if that was head cyst or something.
It is head cyst. That's cranial cysts. Hey, speaking of Leonardo, I didn't know that you were Jewish.
I'm not.
What's this been going on? I
don't know. This happens to me like twice a year.
I saw you denying
people are like, oh, she's Jewish. And I'm like, what? Mayer is a German, M-A-Y-R is like a German spelling. And it's like, I mean, just a quick Google will show you. And also, I'd be so much more successful by now if I were Jewish. I would be on all the late night shows, all the festivals, all the big clubs. So
the seas would have parted for you.
Yeah, they would have. Yeah. I had it all going for me.
I saw it on Twitter. I said, what? Chrissie's denying that? What's going on here? She has to make a denial again. Between that and
she's protesting too much.
It's just too much. Too much. Hey, so that's another thing. Is it Piggy or is it Peggy? What do you think? This is like the new Laurel and Yanni.
I was so looking forward to Trump like straight up calling somebody Piggy, but yeah, apparently it's Peggy. Is there a Peggy reporter there?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
He was talking to I forget it was ABC or something, but I knew that it had to have been a misunderstanding of some type. I mean, he's known to call people horse faces and all that stuff. So, but Piggy it just didn't seem like his style. You know?
Yeah, that's like an intimate type of insult. That's like you guys have history. That's an inside joke. It's a very specific thing to say.
I think I still have a supercut on this computer. It might be a low quality one. We used to queue it up all the time back on Sedals in New York of Donald Trump's his tirade against Rosie O'Donnell.
That was so funny. Oh my God. I think that's when I fell in love with him.
You know, and that, see, we've been playing that since 2011. Hold on a second.
Wow.
Let me find it. That was on Entertainment Tonight, right?
I believe so.
Donald Trump, Rosie O'Donnell, supercut. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Wait. Here we go.
It's Erica Kirk's birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Erica.
Do you know her?
No. I'm just seeing it on my feed.
Is it all over the place?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. From Entertainment Tonight.
It's disgusting. I mean, both. Well, Rosie O'Donnell's.
See, now think about this. Piggy. This is why I said I know when Donald Trump goes after somebody for their weight.
Capable of it.
He's capable of it, but he's not going to say Piggy. Okay?
Disgusting. I mean, both inside and out. You take a look at her, she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. Rosie attacked me personally because I was very happy when her talk show failed. The other thing that failed, and this was a real monster, and everybody was suing her, was her magazine. Her magazine called Rosie was a total disaster.
Wow.
So I loved it. I gloat over it. I think it's wonderful because I like to see bad people fail. Rosie failed. I'm happy about it. She's basically a disaster. Well, she called me a snake oil salesman. And, coming from Rosie, that's pretty low because when you look at her and when you see the mind is weak. I don't see it. I don't get it. I never understood. How does she even get on television? I believe Barbara made a terrible mistake putting her on, and I think Barbara's probably paying a big price. If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired. We're all a little chubby, but Rosie's just worse than most of us. But it's not the chubbiness. Rosie is a very unattractive person.
He just gets better and better.
Dude, I'm telling you, every so often, I watch this maybe not once a year, but I'm always very happy when I remember it.
You gather the whole family around.
Yeah, guys, it's a 2 minutes. It's like a 2-minute refresher.
Both inside and out. Rosie's a person that's very lucky to have her girlfriend. And she better be careful or I'll send one of my friends over to pick up her girlfriend. Why would she stay with Rosie if she had another choice? She's trying to use ABC and The View to get even with me. But with me, we fight back. I'll probably sue Rosie because she doesn't tell the facts. As an example, I'm worth many billions of dollars. Now, she said I was bankrupt. I never went bankrupt. So probably I'll sue her because it would be fun. I'd like to take some money out of her fat ass pockets.
Now, he didn't say piggy pockets, so I just knew something was wrong. And then of course the news comes out that the woman's name is Peggy. So still
bummer. I like Trump's insults because it's not just an insult, but it's the kind of thing where like if people in the business hear it gets the wheels turning on like, yeah, why is she famous? Why does she have this job? Who does she know? Like,
yeah,
it starts a chain reaction, I think.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. But then again, what's it going to do? Remove everything back to before a League of Their Own? It's not.
That is when I think she peaked in likability.
I made a Ghost reference the other night. I made a reference to Oda Mae Brown, Whoopi Goldberg. Like I remember Whoopi it almost sucked when the Whoopi Goldberg I grew up knowing like from Ghost or from Eddie or
Sister Act,
something like that.
Yeah.
It used to just be like a jovial kind of character out there.
Yeah.
No.
Just a fat, happy black woman, and now she's just soured.
Sour with a smoker's cough too.
Ugh.
So
Yeah.
just crazy. I don't know.
Something's going on with her hairline too. She's got strange like dinosaur almost dreadlocks, and it's like with someone with all the money in the world and resources to get all the best wigs. Why does she choose to look like that?
I know. Speaking of craziness, before we move on to all these other stories I had picked up for you, what do you think? I saw the Jeffrey Epstein files have been signed off on.
They've been reprioritized. I believe that everything Trump does, it's like he's 5 steps ahead of us. There's no accidents. There's everything he says is very much for a reason and with a plan. And I guess whatever he did, when he was like, oh, but this is a Democrat hoax, like he did whatever he did to make the Democrats, I think, obsess about it and keep it in the forefront, and keep the spotlight on it. And now, right, I guess he just signed the Epstein Act. So who knows? Who knows how many redactions there'll be, but I don't know. I don't want to get my hopes up just yet.
Yeah. Well, it's good. It's a good thing that I'm looking for one thing and one thing only with all that stuff. I'm looking for all of the information that was collected during that Operation Leap Year.
The evidence from the apartment and all that?
No, more specifically, the federal investigation that was launched and eventually scuttled by some higher power. You remember that guy, Alex Acosta, who was the labor secretary under Trump in the first? Well, he was the one at the FBI. He was the one that threw the whole thing away. Do
you think he accosted all of the evidence? Is that even the right word?
No.
I'm retarded.
When you accost something, I think you like attack it.
Close. I was close.
Yeah, you attack the evidence. Anyway, we'll see, because 30,000 this, 30,000 that. Who the fuck knows? Hey, did you hear about this? Now, have you been following the DoorDash driver?
Yes, it's crazy. I can't believe it's shaking out the way it is. I can't believe that this girl who was delivering DoorDash and just like, I don't know if you guys know the story, but this girl delivered DoorDash to a door. It was open. It was open, and she kind of like, it's not even like you got to enter in and like really stick your head in, but it's like there was a nude man in full view with the door open. And was he asleep just with his penis out? That's not normal. No one just falls asleep like that. That's planned.
I think that every man should be allowed to do that.
Fall asleep with their penis out when waiting for their burrito to arrive?
But here's the thing. The door was closed.
It was?
Because she was just arrested.
I thought it was open.
No, that's the whole thing. Apparently there was an original video, not only that she had put forward, of her actually opening the door.
Stop.
But the reason why she really got arrested, aside from the fact that she posted all this stuff and she used it, I'll let you guys all know. This is the latest of it right now. Okay, let's get to the beginning of it. Here, listen to this shit. So here's the first on the right hand side. Everybody should know she's a DoorDash driver. She was bringing some food to this guy's apartment or something.
She's too cute to be working for DoorDash.
Well, she made herself up on the left-hand side because that's in the cutest that she presents herself. Because look on the right.
I feel like she could have done a little bit better for herself. Like as a mother, I'm a little bit embarrassed for her.
That she was delivering.
Yeah, I mean, like she looks like she went to she probably went to like a liberal arts college and has a useless degree, and this is all the only job she can get.
Is she still in college? So that's the question. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But here, take a look at this on the right. The door. That's what everybody knows now. The door is open, and there is a guy without pants on sleeping on this couch.
That's fucked up. 3 days ago.
Okay, so from there, she went right to TikTok, and she started claiming that she was sexually assaulted, essentially. And this is what she put out You'll hear it now.
October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my third time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned. So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open. Their lights were on, and they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me. I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer, and then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why.
Okay, so anyway, that's one thing. Now, here's where we are today. Everybody started saying, everybody had an opinion. There's people on either side. The guy's a scumbag.
Yeah,
it was all set up.
I was on her side.
Well,
damn.
DoorDash driver Livy Rose Henderson arrested for posting video of customer with pants down. The controversy surrounding the sexual assault claim leveled against the company DoorDash has taken a dramatic turn after the man at the forefront of the viral outrage was arrested on charges of felony offense. According to the authorities, the woman's story did not align with the evidence. While what began as a call for justice has escalated to a criminal case, internet users are still grappling to understand the twist in the story. The controversy began when a TikTok user named whatever posted a clip on the platform TikTok on October 12th stating that she was a victim of assault when she was delivering food. She then claimed that her account was deactivated by DoorDash within 2 days. She was also reported the incident to the police, but felt that her complaint was not being taken seriously. The emotional clip went viral. According to the police account, the suspect, a 23-year-old woman, visited a customer's address on the 12th, delivered food in a contactless drop-off manner. However, she proceeded to open the closed entrance and went inside.
Why?
She found the customer asleep on the couch, wearing his trousers down. She recorded the incident, but later posted the blurred footage of the act on TikTok, claiming she was sexually assaulted. However, footage from the Ring Cam, he had a Ring Cam, and thank God for it.
Wow.
Revealed that the customer did not invite her inside. The detectives later determined that he was not intentionally exposing himself, nor was there any evidence of assault. So on November 10th, she was arrested for charges related to 2 Class E felonies, unlawful surveillance, as well as the dissemination of unlawful surveillance images.
Oh my God. So this is like revenge porn.
Yeah, but it's just someone you don't even know. I mean,
wait. Did she open a doorknob? Did she push a door that was ajar? How did this door come to be opened?
You see, here's the thing. Nobody, and everybody, of course, because there's plenty of people who took your initial stance. They're just like, I'm on her side. This looks ridiculous. And then all of a sudden this comes out and they say, wait, why?
Why on earth would someone open a door?
And they said, why wouldn't we? Let's see the other footage. And of course, the answer to that is, well, the other footage was very rightfully submitted to the police and not put on TikTok.
Okay.
So she, I don't know what she was going to get out of this.
So the footage of the Ring camera is nowhere online.
No, because the guy was probably like, hey, police, you need to see this. I mean, I have the right to be pantsless in my room and sleeping on my door, Yeah,
housing prices being what they are, if you can actually afford a house, yeah, it is your right to have your penis out. You know, interest rates are so high, you might as well let that thing fly out.
I know. Here's some comments. I do both DoorDash and Uber Eats. It's never even crossed my mind to enter their house. I've done thousands of delivers, and I can count on 2 fingers the times I entered someone's house, and it was because they were either in a wheelchair or elderly, and I offered to bring it inside for them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so
that's nice.
It's just crazy how the decision-making, Chrissy, to not only litigate every little thing that should probably just be a private matter, like the women that go out there and roast their husbands.
I hate that so much. I hate the secret filming. Oh my God. It really bothers me. Like, what? It's not only that it's just humiliating from like, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to say it's grounds for divorce, but it's like, what a horrible, like, sabotaging, like, what a disgusting, like, you've literally turned your back on your husband, your loyalty, your respect. Like, you're literally supposed to be one flesh, and for some likes online, you're gonna secretly film like some dumb argument.
Yeah. Well, that's something on a whole other level, and I think that ties in with some other things I wanted to show you.
Like how freaking passive aggressive, like, and I understand that because I had a really passive aggressive mom who I think, like, I could see her doing something like that to my dad back in the day. But just like, yeah, you have to be so passive aggressive and so unable to work out your own conflicts and so deficient in communication that you're like, no, I'm right. I'm gonna get my validation from the internet instead of having a conversation with the person I'm married to under God.
Well,
so crazy.
It also goes to show that average relationships, let's even forget about whether or not a person is married to their partner, their whatever. It just goes to show how combative average relationships are now, where it's all about, one person
winning, right?
Winning or maintaining their queen status or their king status. It's just so there's no real unity because people are very afraid, especially women. They've been made deathly afraid of the idea of submission, and because it has been akin to, it's been made akin to slavery. They don't actually
understand what it really means.
Yes.
Yeah.
They think it's a slavery, and hey, look, I don't know. You can just tell with all of the dating crash out videos that are coming out right now. People are having we're starting to see the wall is getting hit right now. You remember last time that you were on with Leonardo.
When you said the wall, hitting the wall, you looked right at me. Is that?
Well, you're the only person.
Am I supposed to take that a certain way? No kidding.
You're the only person in the room, Chrissy.
I know the cat's gone. I'm so sad.
Well,
I miss her.
I know she's getting better care at Anthony's house, and we all pray for her. She's an old girl.
Yeah, I'm picturing her in a little wheelchair.
A little tiny wheelchair. She weighs less than 5 pounds now.
Oh, she's a teeny tiny cat.
Yeah,
now.
She's just fluff and bones.
Submission actually means have grace for your partner. It means pick your battles. It means, like, is this really worth, like coming to blows over?
There's advice. There's the whole idea, especially when you think about the Constitution, there's this whole idea of the Senate, the advice and consent of the Senate, and in accordance with other things. And I really do think that whole idea of the man being the head of the house is very, very scary to some people. But what does the head of the house mean? Does it mean that you have like I said, a slave girl that is just, she never leaves the front door, never walks on the front porch? Or is there some other kind of natural counterpart relationship that really, when you kind of like pull back and you try to unlearn everything you've learned in these schools and shit like that, you start seeing that there's a natural balance there that is actually everybody gets happier. Everybody gets a lot happier.
Yeah, because women want to be protected, and like the added responsibility, like with a man leading a household is, you get the ultimate decision making, but that also comes with being saddled with, like, you are if shit hits the fan, like, you're protecting this family, the house, whatever. Like, you need to figure out what you have to do to keep everybody safe. As a woman, do you really want to have that job? Like, are you going to be the person in that crisis situation? So
no, nobody does.
Women don't see it certain women don't see it that way. They think they're giving up their autonomy. They think it's just worst case scenario, all the brainwashing. It comes down ultimately to fear, and maybe it's however they were programmed, like by their own dads or their own earlier relationships. But you have to you have to have trust and love. And I think a lot of people ultimately are like lacking God. I'm always going to bring it back to God. But because if you don't believe that your marriage is like under God and you're actually, a team, and like one flesh. You're always going to be like at each other's throats. That's why I even support the idea of like, yeah, you and your husband should have the same values to the extent where like if a married woman didn't have a vote, it wouldn't matter because your husband and you are voting the same way anyway.
That's what it's just households.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things. I'm not, and I'm never going to be one of those guys that, hey, join my alpha club, and when it comes to Lauren and I at home, it has never and will never be one of those situations where I've got to pull rank or something like that.
No, because it's a quiet sort of situation. It's a quiet confidence. It's a quiet leadership, confidently. You're not like always having to like beat your chest and be like, "Oh, I'm in charge." Oh, like because that is what insecure people do.
Everybody's taking care of their end. Everybody is just working, doing their thing. When there's something that is a bigger matter, we have a little meeting, but ultimately, okay, let's say I love getting advice from Lauren and talking to Lauren about certain things that are going on, and especially since she helps me with the business and stuff like that. So we're talking professional stuff and everything else. And then from there, it's okay. Here's the plot, and this is where we're gonna go. And that's just something that, of course, that kind of dynamic gets lost in all of the hyperbole online, where everybody needs to, like, for example, if you watch all these fucking, oh my God, these so-called debates that go on like that whatever podcast or anything else.
Are you talking about the one with like God, what's his name? Paleo Christian.
Oh, Andrew Wilson.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of them.
He's insufferable. But it's like I can't stop watching these clips. Like there was one that was, I think, went viral with some girl just annihilating him, like just bringing up the point that his wife, like I guess, cheated on her husband to be with him. She's had 3 different baby daddies, and she just like brings it up, and he absolutely loses his shit.
I saw that,
and lets everybody else know, yeah, this is his Achilles heel. This is his weak point.
Well, I saw that, and I know Rachel, and she's been on this show a couple of times. I consider her a friend. I never met Andrew, but I love watching him debate. And I saw that particular thing that went around because there was children from prior marriages or something like that, and I saw that whole knife fight happen. But when it comes to actual, like, when you talk about rights or anything else that happens in society, where does a government get the authority to be able to do one thing or another? Whose morality wins out? How do you establish a code of morality? Is there anything, all that kind of stuff? What I see, especially when the debate is definitely rooted in man versus woman, especially the liberal woman, they're always coming from a position where the debate is not like chess or checkers. It's like tic-tac-toe. And the only thing is there's never going to be a concession, that they will debate whether or not, they'll say that there's gray area of whether or not 2 + 2 = 4.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Only because I believe that the root of feminism is just to be completely diametrically opposed to anything that the guy says, because there has to be some sort of a form of rebellion.
Yeah, it comes from like just a deep resentment.
And I think that has really taken root in a lot of modern women, whether they consider themselves right or left. There's a little bit of that there is just a base level rebellion against nature that we're all still kind of, we're going to have to recover from it at some point.
It's fear. It's like why move in with a man? Like, why get serious with a man? Why marry a man if you are not entrusting him with like kind of the final say? Then just be single. I don't know. It's weird. It's like, you're just doing all this to have a roommate, to have somebody to split rent with.
But here's the other thing though, too, going back to the DoorDash thing, there was no relationship here.
Right.
And there was a series of decisions made by one person, and you can say, Frank, it was one person, but you know what? We get to watch a lot of individual people behave on the internet every day. We get to watch a lot of people do things that 30 years ago they would have never done. That there's a certain kind of compulsion that comes along with being on these, like, to film somebody? To like, what was she going to get out of that?
Right. I'm thinking, like, why would she do this? Like, was she hoping, like, it was going to result in a... I think she probably thought, no Ring camera. Oh, God, how manipulative to open somebody's door and then film it and then go, I'm probably going to sue DoorDash and get some kind of insane, like, $1 million payout, and then I don't have to work anymore. And this guy's life will be ruined. But I'm sure that's what her angle was. Like, oh, I'm going to, like, make bank off this.
It had to have been. Had to have been.
That's so disgusting.
First of all, anybody out there I don't know how anybody doesn't assume at this point that there are multiple Ring cams everywhere. And I always wondered myself, like, for example, when you go on YouTube, you watch fail videos or something like that, and I say, who the hell puts Ring cams up in their damn living room? Where they capture a cat freaking out or something falls or somebody falls off.
Some people do it to, like, watch their pets while they're away.
Right. And now after this story, I'm like, thank God he had one in there.
Yeah.
Because I love Ring cams around the exterior of properties or compounds.
Some HOAs won't let you have a Ring camera.
No?
Yeah. Like, actually, like, my dad didn't have one. Sorry to, like, make this go dark, but it'll be very quick. So, like, my dad was murdered, and, like, one of the things that we're all curious about, like, what's the Ring camera footage outside his home? And there was none. Like, the HOA wouldn't let them have Ring cameras. I'm like, that's unbelievable. So I don't know.
But what's the point of that? Is it because of...
Is it aesthetics? I don't know.
I don't think it'd be if I'm going to think, because I mean, the aesthetic criterion for HOAs are absolutely ridiculous. But when I think about how inconspicuous they are, it starts making me wonder whether or not it's just that they pick up so much peripheral stuff that maybe it's privacy considerations for neighbors. I don't know.
Huh. Well,
because
that would be the only thing I could think of, that it would pick up too much. But I don't know. Right. You should just assume outdoors, on the sidewalk, on the street, in a residential, like, that's going to be filmed. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's what you would think. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want, we're going to start taking your calls here too. I'd love to just sprinkle in a lot of calls as Chrissie's here. If you want to send in some questions through Super Chat.
Please Super Chat.
Send it all in. QuiteFranklySuperChat.com or YouTube or Rumble Rants, or we're on Badlands tonight. It's great to have them around. And here's one more crazy story before we switch gears a little bit more. So there's the DoorDash, bad decisions made over there. You want to hear some? This is weird, and it's very bizarre and very uncomfortable, to be honest. An ex-GOP aide.
Oh my God, this thing!
You saw this, right?
It's crazy.
An ex-GOP aide paid a fetish artist to mutilate her and claim that it was anti-Trump attack. You want to talk about Jussie Smollett? Mm-hmm. He didn't do this. This is nuts.
This is like way smarter than what Jussie Smollett did.
I guess if you're going to go all in, I think the funniest thing about the Smollett, which I haven't watched the video in a couple of years now, was when the cops got to his house and he still had
noose?
The silly string noose.
It was silly string?
It looked like silly string.
Oh,
it was the most ridiculous.
Like it was yarn or something.
Yeah, and the fact that he left it draped around his shoulders is so hilarious. A former New Jersey GOP aide allegedly paid a fetish artist to mutilate her body, had an accomplice scrawl "Trump whore" on her stomach, and then falsely claimed she was violently attacked in what federal prosecutors said was a staged political stunt. According to shocking new court documents, Natalie Green, 26 years old, was arrested Wednesday and charged with masterminding the violent bogus ambush at Egg Harbor Township Nature Reserve in the night of July 23rd. The U.S. Attorney offices for the District of New Jersey announced. Prosecutors said that the accused fraudster claimed 3 gun-wielding men approached her and a friend on the trail around 10:36 p.m.
Who goes hiking that late? That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I don't buy that.
And look what she did to herself.
That's ridiculous.
Like, look at she's going to be living with this guy, and she's a pretty girl, and she what the hell was she going to get out of this? Especially if there's no real attackers to get any kind of restitution
the
from.
Scars you must have from, again, like I think also you have to have like a deep hatred for yourself to do this.
The suspect said the fictitious attackers then hogtied her with black zip ties, held her down while slashing her face and body, and etched political slurs on her stomach and back because of her job, the complaint said.
No, first of all, if that was, they would just shoot you. Like, they wouldn't go to all that trouble if someone was really.
If they're willing to do this, then they're willing to kill you. This is what I think. This is just.
It's
I
like
don't know.
sick. You have to be like a sick person to plan all this. Yikes! I mean, what the fuck?
I know. 2 days before the alleged phone,
it's too like artistic looking too. It's like
she went to a fetishist.
Yeah, it's ugh.
I know. She's got like a tic-tac-toe on her arm and all that stuff. 2 days before the alleged phony assault, Green drove to Pennsylvania and paid a body modification artist she found on Instagram for $500 to deliberately carve gruesome wounds. What did she do? Like, so even just that, $500 to do that when you can just, damn, man.
Just go to New York City and ride the subway, and that will probably happen for free. Not as artistic, though.
Well, that's the whole thing. If she went onto the subway, look what she did. Look, if that's really her, then she's pretty. Now
why would you do this to yourself?
That's her hogtied. That's her hogtied. That's how I guess it's a police body cam found her there in the woods, and it's just nuts, man. That's just I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
That's really sick. That's like, that is not a good use of creativity. Do you know what I mean?
But what did that mean? Was she going to turn that into some sort of a political campaign?
Hate crime, yeah.
You know, because you can't. There's no attacker to actually get restitution.
And that's
from.
unfortunate because there are actual hate crimes against Republicans. Hello, like look what happened to Charlie Kirk, and there's other examples too. But it's like, why did you feel like you need to do this? And again, like, wait, what did you think you were going to get out of this? And is it really worth like permanent scars? Ugh.
I don't know, man.
Maybe it's like this girl was like, I don't know, a cutter or something. It's just it just reminds me of like the lengths like a stalker ex-girlfriend goes to, you know. It's you're doing too much.
I know. Way too much. Way too much. Well, let's take a call. Here we go. First one up, Erica, you're on the line.
Hi, how are you?
Erica.
And, it's my friend Chrissie. I just wanted to talk to you really quickly about your dreams the other night. I don't know if you want to go into them. I think they were a little disturbing for you.
Oh, you were watching the show?
I only caught a little bit of it. You started to go into it and you started talking about some dream you had about like morgues and other stuff, but you seemed really disturbed by it. But I want to encourage you. Most of the times, dreams that are that intense are just meant to get your attention.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a very good thing because, you know, morgues and strange nursing homes. Yeah, let me tell you something about that. I had this strange dream the other night, and I brought it up because I was wondering about what the hell's going on with us atmospherically and whether or not this affects people on a larger scale. If people start dreaming things, you know, in cyclical, you know, ebbs and flows here. But there was a lot of weird stuff that came up that night. But it's not done. You know, I'm a weird dreamer anyway. But you say that the crazier it is, the more it's a signal flare.
Yeah, signal flare to get your attention and say, and that, you know, and you can pray into it. And you say, God, what are you trying to tell me here? If this dream is from you, give me a sign. Let me know what I should be praying about. Maybe it's something for your family. You know, take authority over. Like we talked about in the beginning of the show, you're taking authority as the husband, as the leader of the household. So your dreams are important. They can be messages from the Holy Spirit. So if it's something that's catching your attention, that's good. Don't be afraid of it.
Well, let me ask you something. Is there any time in your life that you could point to where you had a really stunning dream that you couldn't make sense of, and then all of a sudden it came, the purpose of it became abundantly clear very soon after?
I can give you 10 years of that, yeah.
Give me the best
I
one.
don't have the time for it. The best one. Okay, I asked God, I said, can you make sure that I'm getting these dreams from you. And it was a weird dream. It was like three things right off the bat. Number one, it was in the focus of the dream was my neighbor across the street. And then the other one was a weird area code, like foreign area code. And the third, I don't remember the third. I think the third one was a voicemail. All right. I didn't understand it at all. The very next day, we got a phone call with a voicemail, a weird voicemail, said from the Netherlands. And I was like, the Netherlands? But I checked the voicemail. It was the neighbor across the street. And I said, wow, God, you hit 1, 2, 3. And all it was a response to my question. God, are these dreams from you? And then he hit it, boom, boom, boom. It was the next day, yeah. So when you go to bed, ask a question, and then you'll get the response.
How do you trust that it's actually the Holy Spirit and not just like the Chinese food you had giving you a weird dream?
That's a whole topic. That's a good question. It's a whole topic. Number one, but number two, it's discernment. I mean, the more you pay attention, the more God's going to speak to you. And if it's something bad, if it's something like telling you to hurt yourself or something, or open a DoorDash guy's door, then it's not from God. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can identify the things, you can identify the voice of the Holy Spirit, and the more you trust and the more you spend time with God and his word, the more it'll come true for you.
Well, Erica, I'm going to keep that in mind, especially next time I have a dream that I'm in a strange nursing home hospice center where even the wheelchairs people were wheeling around were like constructed out of coffins.
Wow.
Yeah, it sounds like a spirit of death. To me, truthfully, that's what I wanted to tell you. It sounds like a spirit of death. So either God is like getting your attention and telling you to take authority over the spirit of death, or pay attention. I mean, because you have a large audience, so it could be notifying you of something coming down the line on a bigger scale, like that would affect your audience. You see what I'm saying? So even that. So don't be afraid of it. Just pray into it and say, God, what are you showing me? I'm hearing you. I'm paying attention. Tell me more.
Maybe it's like all these turbo cancers popping up.
Oh, listen. There's a lot. There's a lot of people that are just. There's a lot of people who are just suffering, no doubt about it. And I pay attention to that a lot. We all do, and we just. It's a strange time where there's not a lot of answers. There's a lot of strong assumptions. But Erica, I did not expect this turn tonight. Thank you for the call.
Oh, my pleasure. It's good talking to you. Love you, Chrissie.
Bye.
All right. Dan, where do you know Erica from?
God, we've just been internet friends. I met her through YouTube, through watching my show, and she was in the chat, and now we're buds. That's great. Here's a. There was one dream I'm still waiting for the answer to. It was actually a series of dreams. I had a dream that Jimmy Carter was going to die in a reclining chair in my childhood bedroom. That was a couple of years ago. He had been on hospice for 4 years after that still. But there was also the 3 gold coin. There's a lot of gold 1970 gold standard dreams, and also anti-Masonic dreams too. That I don't know if I missed the resolution to all of those very strange things. Because you say, well, it must have been something I was thinking about during the day. Have you just seen Leprechaun? I'll get me gold.
I dreamt that there was clusters of 3 gold coins in a grassy area right next to my.
Eaten Lucky Charms recently.
Could have. They look like Sacagaweas.
Ooh.
But then the next day I went to a Brazilian bakery with my buddy, and we were just get something something like chorizo and rice for lunch or something like that. And they gave me $3 and change, and it came in 3 gold coins.
Whoa.
Now the $3, and I said, okay, well, these look like Sacagaweas. That's crazy. But then I looked at the coins, and it was a face that was unlike a Native American girl. It was Millard Fillmore. I said, Millard Fillmore?
The most random, unamazing president, I guess. What is he known for?
Well, first of all,
sideburns.
His career essentially began in the first third party in this country ever, the anti-Masonic party.
Oh.
No, it was outside of that. Because at that point, especially back in the 1820s, 1820s and all that stuff leading to 1830, the infiltration and the influence of Freemasonry was already starting to be assessed as something that was actually very, very bad. And the Anti-Masonic Party was the country's first major third party.
Wow.
And he was a candidate there. So I said, what? So I had to dig in a little bit into him. I said, Millard Fillmore, there's got to be something here that pertains to me. And
maybe it has to do with you kind of like unearthing like big truths about like the deep state or like larger themes. I don't know. I don't
have any sources. I don't do anything like that. There's people out there right now that are really putting themselves in harm's way. I just, as long as I get a couple of really good calls every night and we just have some fun. All right, let's take a call. Let's see here. 817, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Frank and Chrissie. This is Cloud9.
Hey, Cloud9. What's your thought tonight?
Yeah, well, just kind of piggybacking off of that previous caller, I also have, I would say, some interesting dreams, and I guess you wouldn't classify this as a dream, but sleep paralysis. So I wanted to kind of get your initial thoughts or take on this. But the first sleep paralysis / dream, I don't really know how to describe it as well, but I would say it happened around January, December of last year, maybe. But I was essentially in bed, had a typical work day, and as soon as I woke up, I thought it was, probably 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever time it is. I usually wake up, just muscle memory kicks in to go work out.
Okay.
Well, as soon as I look at my clock, it's around 3 o'clock straight up, which is known as Witcher's Hour or Devil's Hour. 3 is supposed to be a mockery of Christ. And so essentially, I had no idea what was going on. I couldn't move. And so I decided to close my eyes, or at least try to close my eyes. And then essentially what ended up happening over the next, what felt like an eternity, but was probably more likely 15 minutes, I physically felt a presence of something in the room with me. It almost felt like a gust of wind went from the corner of my room to right over the corner of my bed and then stood on top of it, and I could hear audible breathing and sighing. So I had no idea what was going on. I didn't try to open my eyes all the way because I was a little too petrified to see what was on the other side, if there was anything there. But then I woke up later that day and went about the road, didn't think much of it. Come 4 months later, I'm shifting positions in jobs and, kind of concerned about what's going on in my career path. And I have a dream the night that I'm switching my career. And essentially, I was in my bathroom and, I'm doing some teeth washing, brushing my hair.
Right, okay.
Teeth washing?
What's that?
Teeth washing?
Yeah, he's brushing his hair and washing his teeth.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's get right back to it. Go ahead.
Yeah. But then essentially what ended up happening was as soon as I was brushing my teeth, I felt one of my teeth was a little bit loose. So I tried to put it back into place, and then as soon as I did that, it fell out. And then one by one, each tooth came out of my mouth.
Yeah, I've heard
to
about
where I was gumless.
I heard about losing teeth in dreams. Okay.
It's like when you feel like losing teeth in a dream is like you feel like you are out of control in your life.
So Cloud9, what was the conclusion?
Well, the conclusion here was essentially you feel like you're out of control. You don't know what's going on. And that's not even the craziest part because it reoccurred. I had the same reoccurring dream the next day. So essentially, what I chuck that up to be is maybe some type of reoccurring dream that you're not really trying to plan, but essentially it gets across in your mind. My takeaway is it's probably some type of message from the Almighty that, hey, if you let this consume you, if you let your fears of the unknown consume you, this is mentally what it does to you. It essentially transforms who you are if you allow it to. So I guess that's really kind of my takeaway from it. And I just kind of supplicate whatever, going to the gym or maybe just meditation, just keep my mind out of, something that would essentially put me back into that initial state. But I mean, what's your take on it?
Well, there's a lot. I guess the simple thing, and thank you for the call, Cloud9. My take would be, I just wish that there could just be a, hey, this is what's going on. Why couldn't it just been a voice? If you are getting a message from a source, whether it be the highest source possible, God, or something else, or you have a family member coming through, why does it have to be a lost tooth, or you grow a tail, or there's something else going on? Can't it just be, hey, here's what's going on?
Because you have to figure it out.
At least Moses had a burning bush that was talking to him.
Well, he was really tapped in.
Yeah.
I think it almost sounds like that first part with it's a spiritual attack. Like I've heard stories of people it feels like somebody's sitting on their chest, right? So I would like, I don't know how much you're like a person who prays, but like I would just like pray for like God's protection and strength, and like, what does it mean? And I would also think about like what's going on in your waking life that's making you feel like maybe things are out of control. Maybe it was like starting a new job. You felt like, oh, it's like uncharted waters, it's out of your control. But yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, no, I want it. And again, Pilot Grove in the chat room says, "Yo, God, email me a synopsis next time." I think that would be a lot. That'd be a lot better. I think everybody would like that.
If only God was like Grok and you could just tweet at him.
Absolutely, Santino. What do you think about that? You get any weird dreams? Do you dream at all?
Let's make a correction here. Leonardo's racist grandpa.
That's right. I'm sorry. We got 2/3 of the whole cast here tonight.
I remember
you. I'm sorry, man. I didn't interrupt you. What was your question?
I was wondering if you dream. Do you have dreams?
No, not really.
I took it. Yeah, I
think I'm too dumb to have dreams.
No, you're never too dumb to dream.
That's the thing. I wonder.
Yeah, nah. The only time I had dreams was when I was on blood pressure medication, and they were kind of weird. I don't remember them. And no, they wasn't Vito type dreams. Remember how he blamed his blood pressure medication?
I was just
never nothing like that.
I was just gonna bring it up. I said I was gonna say, hey, The Sopranos. You ever watch The Sopranos, Chrissy?
No.
Oh,
I know. It's
then you missed that. You missed that reference right there.
I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I figured I'd cut you off at the pass, Frankie, before you tried to put that on me.
It was coming. It was coming.
I knew it was. I know you.
So what else you got? It's the first time you're talking to Chrissy in a while.
Chrissy, how you been?
I missed you.
I missed you too, but I gotta tell you, and I'm gonna be nice about it. I caught you. You were being subtle. I caught you on the phone. We had this conversation before, like a colored.
You caught me what?
He said
using your phone like a colored.
He caught
on the podcast. We were supposed to be paying attention.
Oh, I was actually like putting the link. I remembered I forgot to put the link to the show on my Twitter. But you're right.
I'm just fooling around with you.
I should not be on my phone like a black. You're right.
I love you, Chris. You're a great kid. Don't worry about nothing.
All right. Hey, Santino, have you ever seen Chrissy live?
No, I would love to, but I have not. No, I would be. Chris, you ever come to the Massachusetts area at all?
I had a show scheduled for Laugh Boston, and then the pandemic hit, and I just never rescheduled it.
You've never been in New England since?
No, I haven't performed in Massachusetts. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, ever?
No, never.
Your buddy Leonardo's coming to Boston in March.
Ooh.
And I've already purchased my tickets.
Good.
Maybe I just maybe I go up to Boston in March too, King. We just have a beer or something.
That'd be great.
Please
Chrissy,
record that.
If you're ever in this area, I'm going to support you.
Okay, good. I'll stay at your house.
And he'll also.
Well, I didn't go that far. I don't know if you'd want to stay at my house because I rent the room, and I'm the only white guy in a house full of coloreds. So I don't know if you'd want to stay at my house.
I'll sleep on the couch.
King's got a very he lives a very interesting life. Really.
I think there should be a show about him.
I wish I had the money to send a crew. I wish I had the money to send a small crew out to just follow King around for maybe about 3 weeks. I think it would be award winning.
Yeah, I would call it King's County or something. Yeah.
Something. All right, Santino, talk to you
fucking
soon.
Guys. All
right, be good.
He's amazing. What a character. He actually sounds like an older version of a guy. We had a super fan on my show at Compound Media, and we affectionately called him Drunk Jimmy, and like they sound very similar.
You probably were fielding calls from him when you were doing your show at the first studio.
Oh, wow. So he's that long time of a listener?
He's been watching shows that we have done in one form or another since 2007.
When did me and Frank were just talking about that, because we first started dating in 2014 and then like immediately started 3 Drink Minimum together. Like that's a big deal, is to commit to a podcast with somebody. That's like
I find that hard to believe that it was only 2014. I feel like you guys were coming before that. You started there at 2014?
Yeah, because we started dating November 2014, so we must have started the podcast like early 2015.
Wow, that was the last year that we were there.
Wow. Yep.
So, but then again, you followed us into this place and you were streaming. You were doing your show here for at least a couple of months into 2016.
Yeah.
So then that means out of those 56 weeks of 2015, I mean, you did dozens of episodes with us.
Yeah.
I guess that's why it kind of feels longer than it was.
It does. And then we like couldn't stand one of our co-hosts, and then the show kind of fell apart.
I heard about that. I heard about that whole bunch of weird stuff. Hey, you know what? Speaking of, did you see that clip? Hold on.
Better play it. Don't be a clip tease.
I know. I'm trying. But did you know that clip? Whatchamacallit? It was on Theo Von's show not too long ago, and he had Jim Norton on there.
Oh, no, I missed that.
And Jim Norton is like in a relationship with a
trans woman.
Woman, a man.
Yeah, man.
And
otherwise known as a man.
I know. It's yeah,
I think, are they married?
He calls him his wife.
Yeah.
And I guess when you know enough about his past, just from all of his interviews.
He's always kind of dabbled in that.
I mean, it seems like he had a very traumatic childhood, and he's always been very. In every interview I've seen of him, and he's rolled it into his stand up along the way. It doesn't surprise me that this is the way that he would.
Wow, that makes sense.
That this would be the path that he's on, but I was crazy. You know what it is? I think it's more so the rationalization, because he's shacked up with this guy, and I heard him talking about it. I'm not sure, but listen to this. Hold on. I found it right here.
Is trans?
Yes.
Transgender,
yes.
Transgender.
Yes.
Okay. And so what does transgender mean exactly? Because people use the term all the time.
Yes.
It means a man and a woman?
Yeah, like you're born in a male body, but if you talk to her for 5 minutes, that's a woman's brain. But I would lose the argument in court. I don't have the argument in court. She definitely does not have a vagina. No, she's not at all.
Okay. Hey, you've looked, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've looked.
It's not even a penis. I mean, it's a.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Were you able to discern over time why you liked something so unique, kind of? Like, is that a way to ask it?
Yeah, you ask whatever you want. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's one of those things where when it comes to sexuality and attraction, what makes a person like what they like? I don't have the answer to that. It's a pull. It's like you don't.
Here's listen, all I want to know is the mental gymnastics to avoid just saying that you're gay is strange. I don't.
Right. There must be a real. Maybe he feels a stigma on that.
I think there's actually less stigma to just say that you're gay and to be gay
Right.
than all.
Maybe it seems like a half measure, like, well, it's a penis, but with a woman's face.
And a
you know?
woman's mind, whatever that means.
Like that, I mean, that used to just be gay dudes. Talk to any gay dude. They have a woman's mind. You know what I mean? Like,
so I just didn't, I didn't know how recent that was. And I realized it was recent.
wow, that's interesting. I'm going to go back and listen to that because that's fascinating. Yeah, I don't, maybe it seems like there's still a part of you that's straight. Because there's a clip that went viral that's really funny. It's a guy saying like, I love this woman. She has a penis. And they're like, do you want to see a picture of her before she transitioned? Okay, yes, I love you. And then he's like, oh my God, well, that's a good looking dude. And it is funny because you're watching this mental gymnastics happening on this clip. I'm sure like somebody in the chat could find it or I could find it. And I wonder if it just seems easier, like less stigma. You're like, all right, well, this person passes for female, so I'm not as gay as a full-on gay person. But you're with someone with a penis, you're gay.
To be anything other than I know. I had to ask. I wonder what you were going to say about it, just because it was the gymnastics. The gymnastics.
And
I
was a women's studies minor. So I took several classes. Like I chose in college to take several classes on this subject of all things sort of sexuality and all these types of like transsexual, transgender type
I don't get
things.
I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. Here's a couple of super chats. Let's see here. Shotzi says, always fun to have a visit from Chrissie. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Eli P says, great to have Chrissie back. I still remember her first episode years ago. Great as always, Frank.
Oh,
I don't remember that episode.
I don't either.
It was probably great, though.
I should go back and watch it.
Yeah. Lee says, Chrissie should debate Andrew, but that woman said that Rachel had 3 baby daddies. It was wrong, and Rachel never cheated, so that's why he cussed her out. Listen, I saw that had become that clip had become a cudgel for people who just naturally do or do not like Andrew.
True.
And, I don't.
I wish he would have reacted in a way that was like not so emotional. I wish he would have like taken that as an opportunity to focus on like his love for his wife, right? And like, and how it is a Christian thing to kind of like take in somebody else's, I don't know, like kids, or I don't know if he's taking in actually the other kids, but like
there's
instead of just
obviously
crashing out.
It's a tough thing for a lot of people to have to deal with, and there's an adjustment there. If you fall in love with somebody and they have children from another marriage, and that right there could be a hard burden, especially if you don't have children of your own. You wonder, is there going to be something for me? But then if there's love there, then you take everybody in, and who, whatever. Marriages end for one reason or another, and that's just where they all found themselves. I think where this gets infinitely, because it's personal. It's one thing to call somebody, to sit across from a table from any of those vapid zombie leftist bitches, and just let them know at some point you're stupid, you're dumb. But it's another thing there too. Obviously, when it comes back and it moves beyond you to your family, and of course Rachel is very involved in the debate game. She chooses to make herself a target as well. They're out there and they're meeting people head on. These discussions have to be had, whether you like their delivery or not. I think the subject matter it's wonderful that there's actually so much value placed on debate focused content now.
Yeah.
Like people
it's very male type of content to consume and enjoy.
It's almost like it's a combat sport without any real physical injuries being dealt. But at the same time, like I said before, you're playing tic-tac-toe and you're not there really trying to change minds. You're really knowing that you have a good audience out there. You have an audience of people who are probably just as split in 3, one side biased on one side, the other, and then you have this curious independent middle that you really want them to hear the logic of certain positions get tested to see what wins out. But when you're sitting across from these, especially the women that they bring on, whatever, and all that stuff, they come at you from a very monotone, steamrolling, motor mouth, unbothered position. When they just kind of act unbothered that is. I would never be able to do these debates.
I wouldn't enjoy them. People ask me all the time to debate. I'm like, I can't think of anything less enjoyable than debating someone. I'd rather just have like a conversation. And I'd rather do an interview. And if I want to get some information out of somebody, like see if I could softly, sweetly get them to willingly talk about something. But yeah, the whole like trying to own somebody, that seems horrible.
Especially when you're up against people that their only real mission there is to evade, to pivot, to act, to be obtuse,
like not be in good faith.
Oh man, when people are obtuse and they act dumb and they drop little breadcrumbs for somebody to explain what everybody knows, including them all over, just to get them to talk long enough to trip on a word, to do something else, to find something to latch onto. I mean, I understand you're doing it for the audience and you want to be the best representation of your position because that's where the progress is made. You can't just not engage, but I don't have the makeup. I'm even more emotional than that. These people, I just want to sit back and gnaw my knuckles off. I can't stand it.
I've heard, like, I've had a few friends that have done the Whatever podcast, and they've been around these other women. They'll straight up say before the cameras are rolling, like, oh, I'm going to act this way or take this position because I want to go viral. Like, I want to have like the best clip. And that's a lot of the motivation, I think, behind how they conduct themselves.
I wouldn't be surprised. That too, you know,
it's also like slave type conditions. They have you in there between 7 and 9 hours of filming, like no food. I don't think they're providing like beers or like different drinks or snacks. I think like they're not encouraging bathroom breaks. Like it's pretty brutal, like the conditions with which, and I think like the Whatever podcast, like they really string people out till they're ready to break because that's good content for them. So that bothers me too.
I remember that. I think it was when Jay Dyer was on. And I remember watching a little bit more than I ever watched because Jay was on there, and I just wanted to see how he did. He always does great. And I just remember just clicking through. After a while, I watched 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'd say, all right, I can't do it anymore. Then I'll go like 25 minutes later, another minute. Then I'll go maybe 50 minutes later, and I'm actually watching. I'm tracing the sun.
Yeah, it's too long.
The sun is just like going across the California sky, and then all of a sudden it's nighttime. Like, damn, I don't know.
It's a full work day. You're sitting, these chairs are not comfortable. You're like huddled in there. It looks horrible.
You were never on one of those?
I tried to. I was like, I reached out about a date, and then they were like, "Oh, sorry, suddenly it's been booked." So I feel like they were a bit squirrely towards me. And then I've been critical of the podcast, so I don't know if they would have me back at this point.
Anyway, love when Chrissie is on, says Jeannie, Yankee fan. Thank you, Jeannie. Eli says perfect time for the NCIS Ice-T clip, Frank. Oh, you're right. I don't have it. Wait, do I have it over here? Hold on. Is this it?
You are gay.
No, that's not it.
Okay. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
I don't have the Ice-T clip ready to go. I have to do it though.
Oh, the Ice-T, like, I have relationships with women and sex with men. That means you're gay.
Exactly.
Everyone should have that.
Classic television.
Yeah.
Stove says, great guest tonight, Frank, as is the usual, the best independent media out there. Always keeping it fun and real. You're appreciated, my good man. Just dropping a little super chat donation for the show. Thank you. Jay Britz says, great show, Frank. Always enjoy Chrissie Mayr's humor and perspective.
Ooh.
She's got great humor and great perspective. Lee says, Chrissie should debate Andrew. Oh, wait, we did that before.
What would I debate him on?
I don't know.
Why are you the way you are?
Well, it sounds like it sounds like you just have an issue with his delivery.
Yes.
Because
his personality, the way he is.
because you, other than that, it sounds like you find something wrong with the way the dynamic between the sexes right now. You think that there's something very wrong there. It sounds like you got a little
I just
more.
don't think he's going about it the right way. I don't think he's going about changing hearts and minds the right way. I don't think you're always going to get more bees with honey, right? Like, I just don't think shaming people is the right way to change somebody's mind.
Yeah, well, I understand why.
Did I just say bees with honey?
Yeah, yeah, flies.
No, bees make their own honey.
Yeah, bees make their own honey. That'd be strange. Her honey.
My beehive is all wrong.
I know. The whole thing is messed up.
I've been putting all this honey out and not getting any bees.
Jay Sevo says, great show, guys. Sid7 says, I'm sure Chrissy's been a lot.
Fucking stupid.
What's this? Hold on. Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. I'm sure Chrissy's been in a lot of men's dreams.
Ooh.
Ginger lovers, of course. Stroking chopsticks. Hail the fellowship. Hail Frank and Chrissy. And hail Friday Night Tights.
Yay.
You're on Friday Night Tights a lot.
Yeah, just about every Friday.
I just had Gary on the show here for the first time ever.
He was in studio?
No, I'm not in studio. That would be a dream. But I had him Zoom into the show. I think maybe October 1st or 2nd.
Oh, wow.
It was great.
That's awesome. He's a busy guy. He's just a great podcast guest. He's so knowledgeable.
Yeah, we were talking about all of his interest in ancient civilizations because he's going to be out in Scottsdale, Arizona.
In Egypt right now.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Cool.
I saw the pictures of him and Michael Collins are putting out from the road, and they're so great. I would love to get around like that. That's my next goal, is to be able to bring the show on the road and to kind of sprinkle that in there too.
Yeah. Where would you want to go?
I would just like to see more of America. First of all, I'd like to have a little bit more flexibility just to get some road trips planned and just do remote broadcast from different hotspots around the country where I know a lot of viewers are.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, I always wanted to go to Europe, and I want to get around Italy a little bit. My initial dream was to get into the UK and then follow cross the channel and follow the Allied advance through Europe.
Okay.
I wanted to spend maybe like a month and a half doing that.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm just like, I think I'm going to have less grandiose.
Now who would want to go to the UK now?
I don't really give a fuck about it at all anymore.
Yeah.
Although the people there's great people there that watch this show. I'd love to have I'd love to have a pint with.
Yeah.
I'd like to do something like that. I want the locals to show me, the brand new migrant hotels and all that stuff.
Well, you can start by having like a US trip, like plan it around doing live events, like do a live Quite Frankly and whatever, Albuquerque, wherever you want to go. And then maybe just plan a little mini tour of live shows.
Yes, I would love that. I really would. It's going to obviously takes a little bit. I'd have to bring my family along and all that. So
you could even start by just doing one, like do like that's what I do with my stand-up. I'll do like, I don't know, because I don't want to be away from the baby too long. I'll be gone like 2, maybe 3 days or something like that. You could do like a quick trip, like just do a one-off and see how that goes, like just a live show one night and be like, all right, the next one will be a little bit of a tour. Maybe we'll bring the family. Like you can start small.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. Maybe we can actually start like a Quite Frankly circus.
Yes.
And we just did traveling circus. That'd be great. Hey, is the baby talking yet?
Oh yeah. He's like, mama is kind of his all-purpose word for getting his point across quickly. But yeah, he could say baseball. He can say blue. He can say pop pop. He can say dada. He definitely he understands way more than he can verbalize back. But he knows colors. He knows just about everybody on Sesame Street. He knows fruits. He knows what okay, do that again. Oh, today he did the smartest thing. He was in the pantry, doing inventory like he normally does, just pulling things out. And one of the dogs was trapped in the basement, and we heard scratching on the the basement door. I'm like, oh, Waffles is down there. He goes, he just opens the basement door, lets her out, shuts the basement door, and then goes back to the pantry. I'm like, oh, he's going to go flying down the stairs, like, because he just really wants to practice doing stairs. But he just, like, let the dog out, shut the door, goes back to what he was doing. I was like, wow.
Help running the house.
Yeah. He loves, like, sweeping. He was helping me do laundry. Like, they're very, I don't know if this is all kids, but, like, he's task oriented. Like, he was even at Cracker Barrel the other day, like, doing the peg game.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What, we're in Fishkill?
Well, then he threw the pegs into Frank's soup, and he did.
Where's you're talking about Cracker Barrel in Fishkill?
It might have been. It was near this, like, we went to this, like, bounce house thing. Like, it was like a bouncy zone or whatever it's called.
I wish that there was a Cracker Barrel closer to us.
I love Cracker Barrel. Ugh.
But
they redid their chicken soup. It's like fire now. It's
really
so good.
I like the fried chicken there. I also like the
meatloaf is good. The dumplings are good.
Chicken fried steak.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, any of their fried chicken is so good.
It's man, I love it.
Oh, it's good. They're mashed. Their sides are good. The biscuits are ridiculous. Everything is good.
It's been a while, but yeah, the kids they're really just a lot of observation. They're doing what they're seeing, so that's good. That's good. I love all of the. Last time you were here, he wasn't quite walking yet.
Oh wow, yeah, he started walking at 14 months, and then like was running like within a couple months. So
yeah, man, it all goes by so quick.
Yeah, it really is.
It really does. It's nuts. Let's take a call from John in Connecticut. Go ahead, John.
Hey, I got a joke for your guest there, Chrissie.
Oh, good. I love jokes.
All right. Hey, Chrissie, how you doing?
Hello.
I'm Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
From Connecticut, whatever.
Ooh,
Really
Connecticut. I went to Fairfield.
My handle.
I went to Fairfield U.
I grew up, born in Fairfield County, but I'm up in Litchfield County now.
Cool.
But they got rid of all the counties in Connecticut, and now they're development zones, and I don't even know. They got rid of the sheriff, too. But here's a joke, okay?
Okay, I'm ready.
What's the difference? All right. What's the difference between a northern girl and a southern girl?
I don't know, but is it butt stuff?
A northern girl says, yes, you can. And a southern girl says, yes, you all can. That's it. You know it.
Oh, man, that's a good. Well, there you go.
Cute. I like
and if
that.
you ever have cataracts, get them done quick because they fix you and you can see again. I just got my cataract done and I could see.
Oh, that's good
so
to know.
that's a thing too.
I'm glad you can see.
I'm happy for you, Willie. Willie got his cataracts taken care of.
Cataracts, not one of those things that are just going to go away, I guess.
No. You have to. It's like there's a film that's you got to almost like laser and cut it away, and all of a sudden you can see. You're like in HD.
Wow.
Well, that's at least what people are saying. I have a cataract in each eye.
You do?
It was discovered years ago. I like a small one in each eye, and I had better than 20/20 vision at the time.
Whoa.
So I mean, my left eye is pretty. If it wasn't for my right eye pulling the weight, my left eye would need glasses right now.
Okay.
My left eye is a little bit weaker than my right. Like I can still see most things, but if I was looking at like a news ticker with my right eye closed, it would, I don't know, kind of be messed up.
I always squint on my eye exams because I don't want them to boost my prescription. I'm already like an 8.25, 8.5, or 8.5, 8.70. I'm pretty damn blind.
The brain.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of the brain and the eyes and all that stuff, I got to take a break just a quick second right here just to say, remember, ladies and gentlemen, next Wednesday, we're 6 days away from tonight. Molly from Keto Brains is going to be calling. Yeah. First of all, have you had Keto Brains yet?
They're the best. They were one of the sponsors on Content Hotel. They sent us a bunch of swag for our swag bags. So yeah, we were drinking Keto Brains, like the coffee creamers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so good. Everybody was bouncing around, like high functioning. It was great.
Now, was that because I linked you guys up?
Yes.
Because I know that I sent you.
And she sent a lot of these. I'll bring some because we have some extra. The bag. Do you have one of those cool knuckle mugs?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, see, I'm so happy that worked out. I didn't know. And I was so bummed out that we got to communicate next time. because
our events just happened to be on the same weekend.
same
but I don't
weekend.
think they pulled from each other. Completely different things.
No, they didn't. But I first thing was just like, I'd love to have Chrissie MC this, and then especially if we're all we kind of like did it together. I would. We gotta
be
team
fun.
up some other time. That would be awesome.
Fun. Yeah, we have been planning this thing at Villa Roma since like the spring. Like we first had like a June date, and then we're like, no, let's do first weekend of September, be even bigger.
Was it a good turnout?
It was a great turnout. It was like we had something like, I don't know, like 28, 30 in terms of like talent there, like all different people. Like learned a lot, and we did a live stream, a 48-hour live stream, plus we did live comedy shows. Like it was a lot for like just me and Frank to run, and we had just one tech person, which I learned is like it's not enough. Like
No,
I need like triple the support.
I did not. When as it came to streaming, I just said, listen, to do that event, any kind of I don't know, any kind of justice from a streaming angle, there would have to be a crew. And so what I did was I just did members only, handheld from the phone, all that stuff. Couple of check-ins for private streams throughout the night.
That's cool.
But I didn't even go there because it's a lot of heavy lifting. But anyway, now that we have something in common, let me just say again, ladies and gentlemen, that tomorrow night, Wednesday, 6 days from tonight, Molly from Keto Brains is going to call out the winner for the Thanksgiving raffle, and that is going to include a vibration plate, a bag of Keto Brains,
vibration plate,
a full body vibration.
Can I just sit on one?
Yes.
Oh,
you can stand or sit on it, and it completely. I mean, I got to get myself one of them because now I start seeing more and more of the science behind it.
Look at all the good stuff in there.
Listen, a jar, a spoon, a mug. On top of it, she's going to throw in an array of her creatine, the electrolyte salts, a bottle of the BPC 157 peptides, and Molly just reminded me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry I left this out of all of the promotions for this giveaway that we're doing next week, but she's throwing in a bottle of Montana whiskey and a package of elk jerky. So it's well over $500 worth of products. All you got to do is punch in the promo code TURKEY when you go and make a purchase over at ketobrains.com.
Elk jerky. That sounds like something Joe Rogan would eat.
I want a whole bag of it right now.
Yeah.
I want to go.
I feel like that's something that make your dick grow. Elk jerky.
Make your dick grow.
Keto Brains.
Ketobrains.com. It'll grow your dick. So that's great. I'm glad that they were at your event. That's awesome.
Yeah, they sent a ton of amazing swag. We had it in all of our swag bags. That's what I should have brought from you. Some extra swag from the Content Hotel. Next time I will.
Next time we'll be working together.
We had a candle sponsor. We had, oh my God, Sticker Mule was an amazing sponsor.
You know what? Thank God for Sticker Mule. I found them a while ago, and it was just one of those things where I found out that they had really good quality stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
the
then,
shirts are so soft.
I don't know what it was, but it was a couple of months after I made our first order with them that they sent out a really patriotic email about something or some cause that I was like, oh shit, they're based too?
Yes, Anthony Constantino, the CEO, the founder, so based. He actually, I think, was running for Congress at one point, and he made news, went viral because he had like the biggest Trump sign on top of one of his factories, and it was like it caused quite a stir in upstate New York there.
Yeah, well, this is not a paid advertisement. I just want to say, sticker. If you need stickers and promotional stuff like that, Sticker Mule is great. And do they still send home little bottles of hot sauce?
Oh yeah, they have their own hot sauce.
They send you hot
shirts,
sauce.
They do all kinds of different merch. Like I do some of my merch through them. Yeah, they're really great, and they're based, and it's like it always feels good to support like a based company.
Good for them. Okay, let's take a call. 612, you're on the air. Go ahead. Hello?
Turn off your thing.
Hello? Yes.
Yeah, it's off.
Hey, can you? Are we on speakerphone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you take that off too?
Okay. Is that better?
Oh, much better. Okay, go ahead. You're live.
Quite frankly, I'm a first-time caller, and I find your guest to be very charming.
Whew, I was so prepared for an insult. Like I was braced.
There you go. See? It might still be coming. He might be setting you up.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's great to have you on. Keep going.
Hey, can you tell a joke?
Could I tell a joke?
Yes, please.
Okay. If mothers have Mother's Day and fathers have Father's Day, what do single guys have?
I give up.
Palm Sunday.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm way familiar with Palm Sunday.
That's.
I had a feeling.
Well, there you go. You got your
My
joke.
wife's been out of town for a month.
Oh, where is she?
She's in the Philippines.
She left me. Oh, cool.
Yeah, the first time she's been home in 13 years.
What?
Oh, she's visiting family.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I told her if she stays there any longer, she'll end up killing everybody in the Philippines. Because since she's got there, there's been 2 hurricanes and a volcano erupted.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
So where did you meet her? Did you meet her in the Philippines? Did you meet her online? What?
Was she working at a sweatshop you were running?
Oh, no, much worse than all that. Much worse. No, I was on R&R from the military in Iraq.
Okay.
And one of my lifetime goals was to scuba dive. And so I did my research. I looked, and one of the top 10 places in the world is the Philippines. And they have this place called El Nido, where there's 28 World War II shipwrecks. And you can dive on them.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. You got to go right time of year when the water clarity's good. But anyways, so when I first went there to learn how to scuba dive, I was on R&R. I went to the dive shop that was closest to me, and I said, I want to learn how to scuba dive. And so, you go through the class, blah, blah, blah. We start diving and stuff, and the bartender at the dive shop, so every little dive shop, after you're done diving, you go in and have a couple of beers, you trade pictures with everybody else that was on the dive. And the bartender was my wife's roommate. And, I'm flirting with the bartender a little bit. And she goes, you'd really like my roommate. Well, it turns out her roommate, my wife, worked at the laundry shop at the motel I was staying at.
Mm-hmm.
And funny story. What? The second time I met my wife, I asked her, I said, do you remember me from the first time I came scuba diving? And she goes, no, I don't remember seeing you around. I said, I was the guy with the camouflage underwear.
Oh
yes. Yeah, I remember you.
Oh, wow.
How can you forget?
She remembers your underwear.
Well, there you go. And it's been 13 years since she's been home, right?
Yeah.
And she comes back. She comes back home soon.
Yeah, on the 28th.
Well, listen, you let her know. Tell her happy Thanksgiving from all of us, and I hope that this is the first of many calls that you make to the show, my friend. Thank you for this.
Well, watch out for 612 area code. I had some other things I wanted to say.
Well, there's always time.
Do you have time?
It's got to be very quick.
Quick. Okay. I had a dream.
Oh.
Long time ago.
Not going to be quick.
And I never dream. I never remember my dreams. But I'm standing on a street corner. Trump pulls up in a limo, tells me to get in. I get in, and we proceed to drive off a cliff. And it looks like we're going to crash and all die. We land cushioned on this beautiful beach by the ocean. And he opens the door, and he shoves me out and says, everything's going to be fine, relax, and then drives off and leaves me.
Love that.
What year?
Like
what,
a Thelma and Louise situation.
Yeah, what year was that?
That was like 5 years ago that happened. And I tell you what,
I was going to say.
Through everything we've been through with Trump, I keep on remembering that dream. I'm like, that had to have happened to kind of relax my mind for a reason, because we're about to go through a bunch of bullshits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Yep. And in a few short years, we will see just what the lasting legacy is. And then we will be able to say that our friend John out there may have had a prophetic piece of the puzzle there. Just relax. It's going to be okay. Now, I thought he was going to say, I had this dream in 2012.
Right. That would have been cool.
That would have been cool. But thank you for the call, sir. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see what else we got over
like
here.
the Dreamcast pod.
I know. And it all got kicked off, and I didn't plan for it. What's the title of the show tonight? Pregnant chatbots. Oh, we'll talk about that in a second. DoorDash arrest and modern dating.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get to some more super chats, and then we'll get to that chatbot thing. You got to listen to this. You want to talk about how bad dating's getting. Joe Martinez, thank you, sir. Junior Toxicity says, I met Molly from Keto Brains at Skankfest. She's hot and should be on Simpcast.
Ooh, yes. She does pods. I would love to have her on.
She's calling in next Wednesday. She's going to be the one that announces the winner. But me and Jay Gulanello are also going to talk to her about this. Some of the stuff that I found in the news a few weeks ago about how asking the question whether or not our aging has been accelerated recently.
Huh.
Are people's aging process being accelerated? If so, what are the main causes? And let me see here. What'd she say? She just sent this to me. Yeah, she said, hey, I'm just getting my brain. This was today. Getting my brain back after the drive to Louisiana and Skankfest. So we were just brainstorming on some stuff, and she sent me some pictures. She sent me some pictures of Skankfest, and she was able to take it looks like she was able to chill with Kurt Metzger.
Oh, he's so funny.
You know Kurt personally?
I love Kurt, yeah.
He's a guy I would love to talk to. I really started following him. I realized after the fact that he was a big part of the Jimmy Dore show, but I really started getting familiar with his face through, what's his name? Kyle Dunnigan.
Dunnigan, yeah. Also brilliant.
Yeah. That I've tried to book him a number of times, but some people are out of reach.
He's very elusive.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm fine being a fan. Whatever.
Yeah, I have definitely more of a connection to Kurt than Kyle.
Well, I love Kurt, so I think he does good work. Let's see here. Over on Rumble, we got another. No, that's that. Let me just make sure I got everything on the Badlands side. Okay, so listen to this one, and then we'll get to Pilled in a little bit. This is from Yahoo Life. Our people are now getting AI chatbots pregnant.
What?
A new academic study has revealed that users are utilizing AI chatbots for nearly everything from pregnancy role play to virtual marriages to even embracing parenthood. Evidently, people are turning to AI to delve into and fulfill their hidden fantasies. This is also demonic.
Whoa.
Moreover, this disturbing revelation shows that forming intimate relationships with chatbots is rapidly growing trend.
Some lady married one. Broke up her alive real boyfriend to marry an AI entity.
Well, I mean, that has popped up over. Let's see. As absurd as it sounds, cheating on a partner with AI has become a popular reason for divorce in 2025.
What? This is great.
Additionally, many users in the aforementioned study, which we didn't read, we skipped over, shared having profound effects on their behavior due to AI chatbot dependence. This included mental breakdowns and distress. There's also a phenomenon that's going on right now of spiritual psychosis as well, because people believe that they are contacting with they're in contact with entities, spiritual entities.
I think it's opening portals for Satan to get in there and ruin your life.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I don't think it's just, obviously there's a lot of things that people can play with that would just unlock some of our more self-destructive tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also, I believe, a deep, dark, eternal intelligence that is coming through as well.
Ooh.
Something other than us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like a big sort of like amoeba type entity, like absorbing all of our questions.
It's almost like in Ghostbusters when, Gozer, the Gozerian, says, choose the form of your destructor. And here comes the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And Ray says he's just trying to think of something just harmless, something from his, but it's still there looking to smash up New York City, even though it's a big marshmallow. And I think that in many cases, not just with this, because this is just our nature, a lot of these things can be innocuous on the outside, but also be sowing the seeds of our destruction elsewhere.
It's what comes in when there's a space not filled with God. You know, when you're not led by that, it's leaves a lot of room because people are looking for someone to be in control and give them answers and give them guidance, right? So.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you know, that's the other thing there too, is like I said before, all the crash out videos of that people, it's mostly women that are doing this, that are putting all these freak out videos online. It's happening in more and more, like they're getting closer to 40 or they're passing the 40 threshold and they have no interest or they can't find anybody. This one girl in particular, you've probably seen, it's been passed around a whole lot. Here's the quote. I just went on a date with a handsome, accomplished guy. It was perfectly fine, but I felt nothing, no spark, no chemistry. I think I'm the problem. Here, listen to this.
About my dating life on here, but I feel like I cannot be the only one who feels alone in this. Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously. Perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point, though, that that's the problem. Like, there's just nothing happening, and I just feel no sparks and no chemistry with people, and I feel bad. Because I feel like it's just me. I'm going out with really handsome, accomplished, interesting people, and I feel nothing.
Wow.
I feel like I'm just another girl. Like I'm one of a million, and there's just nothing special about me. Probably not presenting that great either. Not like that sparkly or interesting or like dynamic at all. Because I'm just so depleted. I know my person's out there, but starting to really question if I even have it in me to find them anymore. I listened to Maisie Neely's book today, and through all of the hardships she had, she just kept going and kept dating and kept seeing people, and I admire people so much that have that in them because I just don't have it in me. I thought I was safe and I thought I was.
Now listen.
Wow, there's a lot going on. I would say number one, is this woman on birth control? If you are, get off of it. Are you on pharmaceuticals? If so, get off of them. You know what I mean? Like that. And I wonder if it's she's been like super promiscuous, or maybe there's like she's having problems like connecting.
Pair bonding.
Yeah.
I
would love to talk to this girl.
I'm gonna read you a couple of comments, and a lot of them are from women. This first one doesn't look like a woman, but it says, when all of her receptors are burned out from dramatic bad boys and the thrill of getting shagged by tens, there's nothing left but letdown, burned out, alone, depressed, and then of course a lot of it is demeaning. I don't, when I see somebody in distress like this, like I said before, I really do believe. You remember when you were on, the last time you were on with Leonarda, I said, you know what you guys would really find interesting? And it was that study that this guy did about the lifespan of societies based on whether or not those societies were, it's the certain level of whether they were monogamous, whether they were completely polyamorous, if there was a certain level of abstinence and all that stuff, but it's different level of conservative and more what we would say liberal ways of living. And he was coming from a completely agnostic standpoint. I'm pretty sure that he wasn't even a religious man, but he wanted to really see what the lifespan of civilizations were that adopted these different types of cultures and these sexual mores and everything. Well, what we had come to the conclusion of is that we are now seeing, we're going to be set up to see right now in this generation, whether or not we really hit the wall from all of the gross departures from what used to be traditional family structures and social behaviors over here in the United States from its inception up until the so-called liberation movement in the 60s and 70s. And I know that, the groundwork for that revolutionary decade of the 60s was laid a long time before it, but still we are seeing it in practice over there. And now here we are in the 2020s, and I don't know, the happiness quotient for everybody is dropping. Women, women they are I don't know, they're having the more chaotic freakouts because you have this juxtaposition. I think it's a lot of cognitive dissonance. You have the juxtaposition of what it's supposed to be an empowered 21st century liberal woman, and then the dysfunctional, dour emptiness waiting at the end of the rainbow, that road to 40 years old. It's creating a lot of cognitive dissonance. Why am I not living my best life right now? I put everything off. So I know that's what's going on over here. But with men, they're not. Whereas women are getting a little bit more angry and chaotic. Men are being a lot more despondent.
Yeah, I feel like men are like, they'll check out entirely. They'll be like, I don't
know. Nobody's happy.
I hate to keep saying like video games, but that's just the easiest example. Whereas like with women, there's like a very real biological clock aspect where like there's panic and no one wants to feel like they're quickly in a relationship to get somebody pregnant right away, So there's that. And yeah, I wonder, I'm just so fascinated by this woman because she's gorgeous. And it's like, and I just was having an episode with like, my friend Madison Malloy was on my show last night and she's 43 and like still hasn't like found her person, but she's not like surly about it. She's not like, she doesn't have a chip on her shoulder. She's like a great attitude. She's like a woman of faith and she's got a good like mindset. But I wonder if it like comes down to like how picky people are, or I don't know if people think like, yeah, you need to be with somebody, you need to be happy all the time. Like Jordan Peterson talks about this a lot. Like it's not about like chasing happiness or finding that perfect person. It's like, can you have peace with this person? Do you have the same values instead of like, does it have to be like, right? She said sparks. It's spark. I got to feel sparks in chemistry. And it's like, I don't know how to say this, but it's like, that's not the number one most important factor in finding a life partner, because like that fades after 18 months or something. Like the chemicals in your brain settle down after. Well,
that's what a lot of people in the comments are saying. Well, why, whereas that initial rush of, oh man, you just found someone you really want to capture for yourself, and you want to, that chase and that thrill of it, that's something that everybody, and then all of a sudden you sink into this sublime kind of a thing, a comfort, and it's a wonderful comfort too. But people are wondering, there should be a spark at first. Why are people not able to feel that spark? And it always comes down to, and you asked the question too, I wonder if she was promiscuous. I wonder if there's this and that, because we got a lifestyle issue in this country, in the West in general. And the lifestyle is really just people are not forming lasting, meaningful bonds early on anymore. And by the time everybody is checking their watch and we're in our late 30s, it's just like the party is ending, and then suddenly everybody's looking to go home.
It's a panic.
It's a panic.
I was in, where was I? I was doing a show in, not Indiana. It was somewhere like in the middle of the country. And I was talking to a bartender, and like she like just dropped some knowledge on me. Like she was married, but she was like talking about like, yeah, if you're not married by the time you're like a certain age, like if you're in your 50s and single, it's like you gotta wait even longer. Like you can't meet the only way you can meet a guy is like at a cemetery or something. You gotta hope for like a widower, basically. Yeah. Oh man, I wish I could remember what she said, but it was like illuminating, like just at a certain point, like kind of everybody around your age has found somebody, and then you're left this feeling of like, oh God, who are you? You got to either be willing to go older, or somebody who is divorced, or somebody that has kids. It's like you can't just have your 20-year-old standards, what you think your standards are at 40 something.
Yeah, and of course, this, when you're talking about time and age and the human life cycle, it's one of those things where you got to make the best of what you have. And then if we're going to talk about the continuance of our species, and especially of our particular civilization, our society, if it's going to repair itself again, there needs to be such huge departures from now what has become a very toxic norm. And that could only happen with new generations coming up. Everybody else, people our age have made their bed already. And yeah, I mean, we all lived it with age. Like me, I've seen what I was susceptible to, and I'm relieved to have what I have with Lauren and Aurora, and still always praying that we can tack on more to our family. But if we came up in a slightly different society, I'd probably be a father of 4 right now.
We were at this bounce house like on Tuesday, and I was looking at this. I guess I don't know if they're Hasidic Jew. I don't know what kind of Jews they were, but this mom was like, she had 5 kids or 4 kids and was pregnant with her 5th. And I'm just like, I was like watching her like in awe. I was just like, yeah, I was thinking about like, is there another world? Like, I just think, I don't know, there's something I thought was cool about her. I was like, wow, like that's, and like, look, I mean, yeah, they were like dorks and in weird clothes, but I was like, and they're weird. But I was just like, oh my God, like they have, like their family is like so sweet. And like, look at all their kids. Like there's something kind of sweet and nice about like a lot of kids. And like to be able to pull that off, the focus you need to find your person and get to a point where you have that many kids, like that's something kind of cool as somebody who like, yeah, chased my comedy dream for many, many years. And I feel so lucky that I was able to find someone so good in Frank, and so lucky and blessed that we like got married and I got pregnant like a month after the wedding. And like, you know, cause who knows, you know, nothing's ever like guaranteed. Right. So, but there's also so much fear around like women, like if you're older than 30, if you're older than 35, like you'll never get pregnant, which is not the case.
No, it's not. It's not. And there's a lot of, I really do believe, I was talking about this with Lauren before too, because when she was pregnant with Aurora, she's like 32, 33 or something. And even then the doctors were like, well, you know, you're not a geriatric pregnancy until you're 35 or 36. Yeah. And then I'm talking to my buddy, Tim Gordon, whose wife is expecting number 8 or 9 right now. And they're into their 40s. And, not only are you not out of eggs, by the time you get to your mid 30s, I mean, your prime years, the reason why they talk about prime years is because you're younger, you're stronger, your recovery time is a lot better. And not only that, but if you have children early, then you also get to enjoy them as adults while you still yourself are pretty young. That you can hang a little bit more, and then they're doing their thing and you still have way more years that you can go out and see the world with your husband or something like that. And it's not like you're retirees, you're still you're in your 40s and 50s. So I understand what they're talking about as far as our primes and where they are.
But it sucks that you don't even get to a place where you can afford, like you're in a better shape to afford a kid in your 30s and 40s than you are in your 20s, basically at this point. So it's like,
I know
we've positioned ourselves in a society where it's like social media has made us like obsessed with ourselves and navel gazing to the nth degree. And I think that's a lot of these women, when you see like the TikToks of like, here are all my standards. It's like social media is so dangerous because none of these videos are about like, what is this woman bringing to the table? What is she's not working on herself. And like, here's how I'm like, this is the value I bring. This is what I'm passionate about. Or like, this is how I'm serving my community. It's all just like, what are you doing for me? What are you doing for me? And like, that's, so it's like we have this culture of that's just grooming women to be self-centered and selfish, and but also weirdly sort of like prioritize this girl bossing. And then when you sort of wake up out of that trance, it's like you better be lucky and find somebody good, or else it's going to be
Well, that brings us back to the beginning of the show with people who are willing to throw their wife or husband under the bus for a couple of clicks.
Crazy.
And like I said, that's what's been done when you think about any situation that you live through, especially on a macro level. There are victim and oppressors. There's the privileged and there's the responsible. And that's what's been done here, where nobody is making out very well with what our culture is producing right now. Men and women are not happy. We're not hooking up and creating families as much. We are delaying all of the things in life that used to be the greatest things you could ever achieve, which is to create new life and to build and maintain strong communities and to enjoy the small amount of time we have with people that make it worth enjoying and living. So everybody's missing out, men and women.
Yeah.
Of course, women have been given the privilege of feeling all this fake power and all of this fake swag and all that shit. And men have been given the responsibility of righting the wrongs of some supposedly tyrannical patriarchy, which was the thing that gave us the society we had in the meantime, in the first place.
And every good thing and every good invention and every good civilization.
We're demeaned as all rapists in training. From the time that we were were kids, boys, any boy acting like a boy is just put on drugs.
It's toxic, yeah.
Dull them out. Instead of actually putting into a situation where they can go out and, be boys and ring it out, they're just I don't know.
Yeah, my 19-month-old son, he headbutts me like 10 times a day, kicks me, bites me, scratches me, and I'm like, oh,
well,
I love you.
He obviously needs Ritalin.
Yeah, clearly, yeah.
He clearly needs Ritalin. And then there are other things on top of it.
There's also it just probably from a man's perspective probably seems like it's so much to get to. If you're just like a single guy living in like New York City or something, you're like, what? How the hell am I going to get to a point where I'm buying a house, right? It probably just seems like too much and too big and too daunting. You're like, how am I ever going to do that? That's hopeless. I'm just going to focus on me, I guess, and check out of all of it.
Yeah, I just get myself a cozy little pad, play a little bit more video games, and just try to
hook up whenever, I guess.
Yeah, to take whatever I could. So yeah, there's economic. There's people are having there's a lot more chronic health issues right now. So people put it all, even if they have found somebody, it's almost like Idiocracy. In the beginning of Idiocracy,
like where you're not really one, you're not really a true team. Because if you're doing something like secretly recording a fight or an argument, you're still acting like you're separate from this person.
Well, also, do you remember? It's in the opening scenes of that movie Idiocracy, where you have the well-adjusted, responsible couple that is like they're waiting for the right time to have a baby, and do we have a house? Do we have enough income? And they're putting it off because they
want it to be just right. Whereas certain people just have babies,
pumping them out, and it just goes to show how over the course of time, the people who are just pumping them out, I mean, all the smart, responsible things, they make it the smart, responsible people versus those who are just shitting babies out.
Some people are just leaping and the net will appear. Or by net, I mean welfare.
Yeah. Nobody, and that's the whole thing. People don't want to, it used to be possible. They think about how their grandparents grew up, their great grandparents, if they knew them. That was picturesque Americana. The way that my grandmother and grandfather lived, well within their means.
Buy a house for like $200,000.
Yeah, who knows? My grandfather, what he maintained and provided for my mom and her two siblings on a DPW, like 40 years for the DPW. Coached the local JV.
DPW, double penetration warehouse.
Yes, that's it.
That was
where
it. He worked?
In the 1940s, it was huge here. We were like the double penetration capital of the world. And so there was a lot of that. And I think, I don't know, so many people break it down that way. A house, you own the car outright, nothing's being rented, there's no debt, and there's only one person. There's only one person going out there and working.
Wow.
And
and you don't have to pay out the nose for childcare, for cleaners, for like people to do all the things that like the chick would normally be able to do.
And there's nobody's having affairs with AI.
Yeah. What a crazy waste of time.
That was during a time when children still occasionally caught their parents canoodling.
Yeah.
Nobody's canoodling
You know
anymore.
what it is? It's all just like, it's all part of the same thing. Like, no, like you diet to lose weight. You start working out to become more disciplined, to get in better shape. And this is almost like we need like a diet of the mind, you know? And it's just, it's an indulgence, right? Like AI, too much AI, or like you're getting to a point where you have a relationship with AI, or you're talking more to AI than real breathing people. Like you're leaning too much on an indulgence on, you know, it's almost like a vice, right?
Yeah.
So when there's too much of that, you're going to fall out of balance.
Oh, you hit on it. You hit the nail on the head. What
did I say before? That you get more bees with honey?
Yeah. You get more bees with honey. You get more honey with bees.
I can't wait to say that, like when I'm old, to if I ever have a grandkid, I'm like,
you can make more bees with honey than you can with flies. If honey is the goal,
Just put honey on everything.
Let's see here. Paulie9363 says, "Oh, I simp for Chrissie."
Oh, good.
NX17 says, "Yay, Frank, Chrissie, and the Franklies." And Dub Helix, hello to you. Hello, Willie. Willie just called in before with a joke for Chrissie, also known as John from Connecticut. Big Chief Patriot says, "So good to see Chrissie again tonight. Always have a fun show when she's in the house. She got to come by more often."
Okay, I will.
Molly Artie says, "I love it when Chrissie's on. Been busy and missed some things, but caught up today. Gotta have me some Frank on the regular, or life is weird." I agree.
It's true. This is a feel-good show. Like, it always feels good to be on here. I know that even if I just show up and I'm unprepared, like, we're always gonna have just like a good conversation. And I always leave feeling inspired and I've learned something.
As I always tell people, just show up. And I'll steer the car. Don't worry about anything. I'll prepare it.
Like a real man.
Yeah. I mean, if you come with some topics, as I always say, let me know. I'll put it into my notes. We'll work it in.
Shoot, I didn't bring any topics.
But other than that, you
didn't
just
do anything.
Write them down.
I did bring cookies. I did bring the cookies.
Pistachio.
Do you want one?
I have them out there.
Okay.
Lauren's going to like that in particular. And Aurora, they like pistachio.
Thank God, because in the Pellegrino house, I'm not getting enough love for these pistachio cookies. But, Frank likes chocolate or peanut butter. And I'm just like, grow up. You know what I mean? You got to make friends with a cookie that doesn't involve chocolate. You have a refined palate, people.
What's the other one? You said you brought a cheese bread?
I didn't make a cheese bread. I didn't have time.
Son of a bitch.
But I can make these, it's Brazilian cheese bread. Like, if you've ever been to like a Fogo de Chao, it's like these puffy, like you could pull it apart cheese bread. It's just like a chewy, it's like such a delicious thing.
That sounds great.
It's so good and it's so easy to make. You can make it in 20, 25 minutes.
That sounds great.
I used Sam the Cooking Guy's recipe, but you could probably get it anywhere. It's basically just a cup and a third of tapioca flour and then like an egg, some salt. It's like really easy. And they're so good. They're like, you got to eat them like that day though, because then they get hard. She said, "I'm going to make them for Thanksgiving." They're just like a fun little, like fancy little cheesy bread to have that makes you, you just turned this meal up a notch.
Well, listen, if you come by, if you happen to have a free hour and you want to swing by the studio during the Christmas party this year.
Ooh, when are you doing that?
I think the 13th.
What day
Saturday night.
That's kind of soon.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Christmas.
I know. It's upon us. I'm writing it down.
If it works out, then you should bring that night.
Oh, yeah. I just made a bunch of stuff for a potluck. I'm really into baking now. I make my own bread. I missed the whole like pandemic bread craze, but I'm there now.
Hey, if you want to try to start with the sourdough and stuff like that, let me know.
Oh yeah, that seems very intimidating to me.
I can give you a starter from my sister-in-law. She is what she's been doing over the last however many years. She's baking professionally now.
Whoa.
It's
okay,
nuts.
so you starter. I imagine getting a sourdough starter. It's like a little krang. It's like a living, like a brain in a box or something.
It's in an envelope.
Envelope?
Yeah.
I was picturing something like kombucha where there's like a skin on top.
It's just yeast, I think. I mean, I don't know how to actually do it.
Yes, give me your sister's yeast. I would love that.
I will. Lauren, can we get some of Jess's yeast?
Scrape some out.
Let's see. Oh, here's a joke from Zoso, dude. Before we wrap up here, a Zoso joke for your redheaded guest. Here's a question. How do you know when you've finally satisfied a redhead sexually?
Oh God. Jeez. That's a good. I don't know.
She unties you.
Ah.
Crazy. Nutty. Well, thank you so much for that, Zoso.
I was almost about to answer that honestly, and I was like, no, don't fall for that.
Oh, wait. Lauren said you have to rehydrate the starter. It's not just yeast, LOL.
Okay.
It does kind of grow in the jar.
Ugh. Okay.
But Chris, you have no clue how good this bread is. And when you talk about,
and it's like got gut healthy properties to it, right?
Yes.
Sourdough, it's easier to digest.
If you're going to have bread, the gut regulating properties of because it's fermented.
Yeah.
If you're going to have bread, like my buddy Jay says, sourdough is the way to go.
Is it like
no?
Okay. It tastes like crusty, like Cheesecake Factory bread.
She makes the nice circle loaves.
Ooh,
and it gets
designs on the top.
Crusty, beautiful.
That's
and
what
crunchy.
I make now, but it's not sourdough. It's just regular.
And then gooey and soft and chewy in the middle. It's so good.
Ooh,
dude, it's everything you need.
Yeah.
But it's beyond that. Like
And you won't feel like bloated after. Well, when you make your own bread, you don't feel like gross after. You feel like
I put the farm raised meadow butter on it, and I'm just eating. So like even that has cultures in it.
I could put away a really embarrassing amount of butter.
But she does other stuff with it too. Like she makes. If you tasted one of these sourdough cinnamon rolls that she makes,
taste the goodness.
Everything is sourdough based.
Okay.
Even the chocolate brioches.
What brioches?
I know.
That sounds next level.
It is. Well, you know what?
All right, I'm ready for this.
We'll figure it out. Everybody, here's the thing. I am going to do. There will be a flip side here. I am going to see Chrissie out first. So when I end the show, just stick around on quitefrankly.tv on Pilled, and I promise that within about 5 minutes or so, I will go live and we will do that. I just want to make sure that Chrissie...
I don't get sex trafficked out there.
No, you don't want that, but by some kind of a DoorDash driver.
But if I did, I'd be so flattered. I'd be like, I still have it.
It still got it. Still got it. And then she unties...
Unhand me.
Back off, you. All right. Well, Chrissie, please plug all the things that you're doing. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. Please subscribe to my YouTube. I have interviews on there and Simpcast every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern, with a rotating cast of fabulous, usually based women, the occasional dude sometimes. That's always a really fun time. And follow me on Twitter at Chrissie Mayr. Follow me on Instagram at Chrissie Mayr Pod. Of course, I'm on Rumble and all the other things. Check out my website, ChrissieMayr.com. I have a show coming up December 7th, right in our neck of the woods, Frank, in Mount Kisco. So I believe that's Saturday, December 6th. I've got a show in Mount Kisco with our dear friend Gino Bisconti and another hilarious comedian, Jeff Norris. So you can get tickets on my website, ChrissieMayr.com. And yeah, hopefully adding more dates in 2026. What else? And listen to Friday Night Tights every Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern on Nerdrotic's YouTube channel.
That's a lot. It's a lot of great stuff. You got a great broadcast schedule. I'm so happy for you. And
thanks. I always feel like it's never enough.
It is. You have to. I don't know. I had to pull back on some stuff there too. Anthony and I started a new show. We'll be doing that tomorrow night, the Playhouse, where we do very specific things. He's a co-host. And then the Saturday night specials that I do, that's every other Saturday. So quite frankly, is really just Monday through Thursday solid now instead of Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Just because, listen, it's just...
you should call your show with Anthony the Val Bros.
The Val Bros. When we did 2 pilot episodes called just The Brothers.
Ooh.
And I like that, to be honest. But the Playhouse has deeper meaning, so we'll go with that. Oh, real quick before we leave, Frey Frey and the boys says, thanks for taking my call. That was the 612. That was over there on Badlands. And one more on Badlands is Astro Emmy says, thanks, Frank, for being so down to earth and genuine. It's so refreshing. Well, you know, it's that's the best part about talking, you know? Just chilling out. And I really love that we had the Badlands crew on with us tonight. I hope you all enjoyed it. We will see you soon. And like I said, give me about 5 minutes, a little bit over 5 minutes, and the flip side will start. Just stay there, and we'll get that going.
Get
Chrissie
yourselves
Mayr.
a drink, go to the bathroom.
That's it.
Change your shirt, and we'll be right. Well, he'll be right back. I'll be driving home.
She's a mom, you know.
I'm a mom.
That's it. Chrissie, thanks for everything.
Thank you for having me, Frank.
All right.
So fun as always.
Good night.
Good night and good day.
And good day.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Ah, yes. Thank you, everybody. Quite frankly, it's filmed before a live studio audience. And now the Super Chatter starring Joe Martinez, Junior Toxicity, Eli P., Genie Yankee Fan, Stowstube, Jay Brits, Lee, Eli P., again, Shotzi. It's good to have you guys. Of course, Sid7 and Jay Semo and all of our friends on Badlands. I'm going to get into our gold pills in just a little bit. In fact, I have something special for our gold pillars tonight. I'm going to unveil the Quite Frankly Christmas ornament, and then I'll tell the larger audience about that on Saturday night and Monday. Very, very special things going on, and have a good night.
Will you shut up?